said, and actually I heard this too before we went to go see it. When I was doing the research, I heard it was a really good play, and that it was the first play, or maybe it was the first black play in residency in Las Vegas. And I think the first black actor or anything black other than Sammy Davis Jr.
Oh, wow.
In Las Vegas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, and it was, this person, Q Allen, it was his, kind of like his updated take on it, his spin on it, whatever. It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
It was good. Now, I'd say the best part of it was the music, the singing. The singing was, phenomenal.
Were there any nameable people?
Marva King is probably the biggest name. She was the headliner for Tyler Perry's, I forget which one of his plays, but one of his biggest, I think, is I Can Do Bad All By Myself. I don't want to say the wrong one, but it was one of Tyler Perry's biggest plays that she was the headliner for, and she's also a pop singer or R&B singer.
R&B singer.
And even still, she's not like a huge name, but a lot of people know.
Yeah,
Marva
who
King,
she is.
especially if they're like, if Pip was here, he would know. Like, he would definitely know because he's in the theater and all that stuff. But so yeah, she was probably the biggest name associated. It was now overall, I think it was a little. Because I never saw the original. It's kind of hard for me to critique, because I don't know if it was this guy's take on it or if, the part that I didn't care for was the way it was done originally or what, you know what I mean? But I'll just say from what I saw, it was it felt a little bit from scene to scene, it kind of didn't flow right, you know what I mean? It was a little disconnected, a little disjointed. Yeah. The flow was a little off for me. But like I said, the acting was good. The singing was phenomenal, and it was like, it was, they call it a play, but it was practically a musical. And I wish Pip was here because I would like to ask him, but I'll ask you because you might know. What's the difference between a musical and a play?
That is a good question.
Because
I'm not exactly sure.
Have a lot of music in them, but they're still called plays. But musicals, I guess, may have even more music. I don't know. You don't know either, huh?
I have no idea. Well, I can guess.
What's your guess?
My guess is that I would say like plays that are musicals are sometimes like music driven. So maybe they have something to do with like somebody has something to do with music or has something to do with music. That's the only thing I could think of that would make it different.
I don't know, maybe. I feel like there's musicals about things like Grease,
plays?
Like Grease.
Is that's a musical though?
That's a musical, but it's not about nobody in it is in the music business. You know what I mean? It's about gangs and life and stuff like that. But it's not really considered a music. I mean, it is a musical. It's not a play,
right?
But it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm guessing. Like I said, it was just a guess. There goes that.
I heard one time somebody said something about music in a musical drives the plot or something, but that's kind of vague to me, and I still don't get the difference because I feel like the music in this drove the plot, like in other words, people just would kind of break out and sing for no reason. Like, it's like, it's not realistic. People wouldn't be having this argument and then all of a sudden start singing, like they did in this. Right. So why isn't this a musical? You know what I mean? Well, why is it a play? So anyway.
Well, I guess if the song tells the story of the play or whatever's going on, then I guess that would make it more of a musical than just a play. Because then the song is telling the story.
Well, wouldn't that be an opera if they're like singing all the parts?
I guess in an opera, somebody's just singing. It's not really any acting going on.
Any talking.
Yeah.
It's all singing.
Yeah.
That would be an opera.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on. Us speculating on us not knowing about what's the difference between a play and a whatever.
And everything.
Musical.
They all the damn same. Just enjoy them.
Exactly.
Well, I'm glad you guys had a good time.
Yeah, so we did that, and then afterwards we went and we picked up Danya, and we all went to dinner at Harold and Bell's.
Oh.
So, yeah, I hadn't been there in a while. I hadn't been there in a long time, since before the last remodel.
Okay.
So, yeah, and the play ran long, which this was crazy because it was only, I don't know why they only did it for one day, 2 shows. I picked the first show because, one, that way I feel like, okay, we could do the show first, afternoon matinee, and then it'd be dinner time by the time we come out. And if they have another show following, they probably going to be on time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because they got another show that starts at 7:00.
Right.
And when I get there, and so I made our reservations for 6:45. And Harold and Bells was right like 5 minutes away from the theater. And when I first got there, I asked the usher what was the runtime for the play. She said about 2 hours. And I'm like, okay, cool. This was at 4:00.
Cool.
Or about
Perfect.
4 was when it started. They started on time, you know, pretty much like maybe 5 after or something like that.
Okay.
So I'm thinking, okay, 6, and we got like 45 minutes to go pick up Danya and get, you know, to the theater, right? Why does this thing go till 6:45?
Oh, all the way to your reservation time.
We missed our reservation at Harold and Bells on a Saturday night.
Oh.
So that means we had an hour wait.
Oh.
Yeah, we had an hour wait. Yeah. But that food is so good.
It is worth it.
Yeah, it is worth
it. It is worth it.
But it was
wow.
cold.
Why did it run long? It was just, they just dragged it out?
I have no idea.
Did they do like a break in the middle?
The break was only 10 minutes. And it might have gone to 15, you know.
But that's still.
But.
Well, sometimes they do. They go over.
And
people talking slow, music going long, people singing longer.
I couldn't tell you why. There was not like a whole lot of big gaps, silence, or, you know, in between set changes and things like that. It seemed pretty standard to me, you know, and it wasn't a whole lot of set changes. There's a few, but not a lot. I have no idea why it went so long over.
Well, sometimes like when you are acting and performing, you talk slower, you enunciate more, you're just performing more.
Right.
So, there you go.
So, yeah, so there was that. But, yeah, so the food was really good. It was so crowded in there. But and afterwards, we got interviewed.
Oh.
We got interviewed on something on the red carpet, you know, about like how because we just came out of the show and what we thought about it and all that stuff. And so that was cool. So look for your boy on something. I think they said CW or something.
Oh, okay. That's cool. Well, we will definitely
you know your boy was check. Did you see the pictures?
Oh, no, I didn't. I haven't.
You haven't seen the pictures?
No. I got a new phone, so I've been trying to figure it out.
But it's an Android.
I know. Yeah, I know. But I had to like relog in, and by the time I relogged in and everything downloaded and updated, I had missed the whole day of stuff. I missed the whole day of everything, so I got to go back and catch up.
Okay. All righty then. You ready to get into these topics?
Yes.
Let's do it. So I think one of the biggest things that's going on right now is is his name Jussie or Jesse?
I thought it was Jesse, but maybe it is Jesse.
It's spelled Jussie. I think everybody, I never heard anyone say Jussie. I think people say Jesse. I think he pronounces it Jesse.
Okay.
But anyway, I mean, people do that kind of weird stuff. There's a basketball player whose name is spelled Jrue. Guess how he pronounces it?
Just tell me.
Drew.
What?
Drew Holiday. And it's spelled like J-Rue.
I guess.
It's pronounced like a D.
I guess. I can't say anything. I have a G in my name. I can't say anything. I cannot say it.
All right, Dejong.
It's silent. And it's silent.
Dejong.
It's silent. The G is silent. Why? How? Never came across this in English class. However.
That's why I thought, you remember when I first met you, I thought you were Asian?
No.
I thought you were mixed. I thought you were part Asian.
I'm
You're speechless.
I'm speechless.
You don't remember that?
No, I thought that. I mean, I vaguely remember.
Yeah,
but I'm just like.
You were like, what? Huh? No, I'm just black. I'm like, what? Oh, I'm like, my bad. Just your name.
Right.
You know, and then from the pictures, I thought your eyes looked a little slanty.
They are slanty.
They are.
It's very deceiving. It's very deceiving.
So I wasn't out of line.
It's very, no. No, I get asked.
Right. Like,
so I'm just like.
They're cute. They're kind of chinky.
It's just sad because. Because because I have to go through this. That's why I'm just like, no. My mom is just.
What? You need to get one of those DNA tests. I bet you got some
Asian
in there.
I've been thinking about it. I am. I'm gonna figure it out. My mom and daddy ain't no goddamn
Probably
help.
got some. Watch. So I'm predicted. You got some Korean in you.
Some Korean?
That's what I think.
Why Korean? Why not Japanese?
No, it's Korean. I think it's Korean.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, I'm gonna pull for.
The reason why I say Korean is because I know other Black and Korean girls, and your look is similar to theirs.
Okay.
So that's why I feel like it's Korean.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Japanese because I love sushi. I do, with all my heart. Like, and I don't even know where it came from. Why do I like to eat raw fish? That's not my culture, but whatever. I love it. I love it, all of it. So I'm thinking it's Japanese.
Nah, that's Korean.
Okay, we're gonna find out. We can go half on this DNA test.
Let me see if they got a family package deal.
A family package. I know, right? Huh? Find out. I said you and your cousin. My cousin, they don't be related. Find out some whole other shit.
So this is the thing. Jesse Smollett. He's the actor who's what he's known for.
Famous.
Right. His biggest thing to date is being being on Empire.
The leading star in Empire.
Yes, and he's also a musician and has a nice voice and everything.
And isn't he also the son of somebody?
Well, I don't know about the son of, but he has many. Well, Journey Smollett is his sister, and she's the other biggest famous or most famous Smollett.
Okay.
At one time when they first came on the scene, it was like 5 of them, and they did they had a little sitcom. I think it was called The Smolletts or something like that, and it was kind of like it was compared to, even though it was totally different, it was compared to Party of Five.
Okay.
Because Party of Five was about 5 siblings, but it was an hour-long drama based out of San Francisco, and they were white kids. And then the Smolletts came on the scene. They were like 5 black siblings that were orphans, but it was like a half-hour sitcom.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, and they probably did that. I don't remember the show, if I even saw it. It was so long ago. I don't remember it, but I'm guessing the reason why they did that is because, well, black people have always had a problem with keeping dramas. It's been harder for people to keep. We've had more success with comedies than dramas. So I think a lot of times, even though something may not be really a drama, they might try to use it, make it into a comedy format, just hoping that it gets successful.
To help it
a better chance. So anyway, all that to say that this guy came out a couple weeks ago, and he was in Chicago at the time, and he says that he outside of like a Lowe's hotel where he was staying, he was attacked.
Yeah, walking back from a subway.
Yeah, walking back from a subway. He got attacked by 2 men, and I don't think he never said the race. I don't think he ever said the race. And he said 2 men attacked him, and they yelled out
slurs.
They said racial and homophobic slurs. Empire nigger and empire faggot was exactly what he said, that they said. And they hung they
tied put a rope around his neck.
Around his neck. And poured some unknown chemical in his face and attacked him, beat him, and all this stuff, right? And I don't know how he got away, or do you know that part? What happened? What he said?
I think he said he fought back.
He fought back?
Yeah, okay, he fought back and got free.
He fought him off, got free, and ran to the police station
and ran back to his hotel?
Ran back to his hotel. Okay, well, anyway, he reported to the police, and so an investigation was started, and it went out on social media that this happened to him, and a lot of people, rallied to support him on Twitter and different other social media outlets.
All of them.
Yeah, exactly. Saying, like, how could this happen in 2019? And, we still going through this.
That they were standing behind him.
Yes, and Kevin Hart spoke out for him. And then people attacked Kevin Hart, saying that, like, you're speaking out for him, but you make homophobic or have made homophobic jokes. And this is what happens when you make those kind of jokes. People like him get attacked. And so that became a big old thing just by Kevin Hart trying to support him.
Yeah.
They still bringing up
backlash.
Still bringing up old shit.
Right.
Right. That he's apologized for and trying to move on for. He can't even support somebody without somebody throwing his past back in his face. Which that's getting sidetracked. But anyway, so yeah, Lee Daniels spoke out for him. A lot of people, a lot of celebrities, a lot of regular people, a lot of activists. It was just becoming this whole big old thing.
Yeah, everybody was getting behind him.
Yeah, everybody was. And so then, the police started looking into it, started investigating, and they, are looking at tapes and things like that. They see these two men on tape that they put out, the word that we want these 2 guys for questioning in relation to this attack or whatever.
Yeah.
And so they somehow tracked these 2 guys down. I'm not clear on how they
got them.
I don't know if they turned themselves in or somebody got a tip or what. But they got them somehow, And they brought them in for questioning, and then next thing you know, they got released. They got released, and then they get released because they put out a report saying that based on new evidence, these gentlemen have been released, and they're looking into